Hello, everybody. Good evening from here. So I'm speaking to you from Abuja, Nigeria. So it's evening here, and I'm not quite sure which location you are. So say me hi in the chat. Let me know how you are. Let me know how you're faring. Let me know how your day went, how your week is starting off, and let me know how your Monday started. Okay, so how are you doing? How is your day? How is business? How is family? How is everything? So I wanted to share with me in the chats, communicate with myself and Lorianne. Lorianne is going to be in the chat. You're going to see her name against the blue spanner. So do well to say hi to her and ask her how she's faring. So Lorianne is joining us from Cameroon. So ask her how Cameroon is this evening. And you can ask me also how Abuja is. So Abuja is fine, right? So you're good. So thank you so much for joining us once again to have this very interesting time together. My name is Udemo Boisien, and I'm going to be your trainer for this session. And I hope you've been enjoying the past sessions you've been having with you guys. Hello, Mata. How you doing? Thank you for joining us. So Mata is the first person that has said something in the chat. So let me a big round of applause for you. Thank you so much, Mata, for joining us and for saying something first. All right. So I want you to, Mata, please, if you could invite the people that are supposed to be here. If you could click on that share button and then copy that link and invite everybody. And now this is a big shout out to CCDS. This is a big shout out to CCDS for making this to happen, bringing this session to you. Thank you so much for the organizers and everybody that has been learning from here. We are super excited and to be sharing this stage with you once again. So I hope your day went well. I hope your week started off fine and your Monday is going super good. Hello, Diana. Nice to meet you once again. All right. So just the way YouTube is designed, you may not be able to talk back to me verbally, right? So what is going to happen is I want you to communicate with me, but what you're going to be using is going to be that chat box, right? So if you can't chat, that is because possibly you've not activated your YouTube channel. It's very simple. So what you need to do, I know your YouTube must have logged in with your Gmail already. So if you have not logged in with your Gmail, log in with your Gmail, and then that place you're supposed to chat. What you're going to be seeing there is activate channel. So just tap on activate channel, and then reboot the YouTube app. That is, switch it off or close it and open it again. Then you are going to be able to chat. Okay, because I want you to keep me engaged, keep Lorian engaged, keep us busy, ask us questions, concerns, anything, right? So just keep us busy in the chat. If you have questions from this session, beautiful, ask us. If you have questions from the previous sessions, ask us. If you have sessions that are coming in the future, ask us. If it's something you've learned somewhere you want to ask us, feel free. Comments, contributions, whatever it is, use the chat and then talk back to us. Thank you so much for doing that. Hello, Anthony. How are you doing? And I hope your day has been going on fine. And like I mentioned earlier, I'm speaking to you from Abuja, Nigeria. It's been a good weather here. The Matan is coming, and I really love it. So ask Lorianne how she is. Ask Lorianne how she is, and remember to ask her a lot of questions as well. Keep her busy in the chat. All right, guys. So today we are going to be looking at using marketing tools and social media to grow your business online. So all these tools are quite very important. Marketing tools and social media has become a part of our regular life. So it could also be a tool for you to market and grow your business online. And I hope you have some writing tips that you're going to be sharing. You're going to be jotting down a couple of ideas that you're going to be sharing here this evening. Okay, so we're going to be doing this in 3 different segments. Now, in the first part, we're going to discuss the benefits that are brought to your business and through the Google Business Profile, as well as the various steps you need to take so as to set up the Google Business Profile and properly optimize it. Okay, and then we'll head over to the second part where you plan your digital marketing strategy. Some tips we're going to be sharing here that will help you to plan. Planning is key. Planning is inevitable. And then we'll go over to the top to the last part where you go to take a look at various ways in which you can leverage social media channels and email marketing to grow your business online. All right, so please use this chat box and familiarize yourself with it because you're going to use it throughout this session. So familiarize yourself with it. Say hi to Lorianne, say hi to me, ask us a question, ask us something, right? Just get used to the chat box so that you'll be okay to ask us questions when it's time. And I'm going to be asking you a couple of questions as well because I want you to keep me engaged while I keep you engaged as well. So it's more like rub my back and rub your back kind of thing. Okay? Because I don't want to be the only one talking to myself all through the time. I want you to, drop those contributions, those queries and everything. All right, so this is more like a reminder for those of you who have not met the Google Hustle Academy Bootcamp. So head over to g.co/Hustle Academy. Lorianne will drop that link in the chat. If you own a small business, a big business that has already been existing, and you want to grow, you want to scale, use this privilege. It's a week-long bootcamp that will give you all the information on how you can draw up your marketing growth plan, your business growth plan. You draw up your sales, learn about digital marketing, learn about how to get finances for your business, learn how to pitch, and then you get matched to a mentor that could walk you through every other process that you didn't get. So it's a swell time that for those of us that have or know somebody that has attended this bootcamp before, you can bear me witness. And the testimonials that are coming out are really awesome. And it's free, completely free. So take advantage of it and do your business the best you can. All right. So thank you so much once again for joining us. I really wish you a great learning time within the next few minutes we'll be spending here. Okay, so have you told Lorianne where you are and how you are? So I'm going to ask you my first question. So which marketing tools do you currently use? Share with us in the chats which of the marketing tools you currently use. Do you use Google? Are you a fan of word of mouth? Or are you a fan of referrals? Do you do affiliates marketing? Do you have a presence on Google search on Google Maps? Or just something? Share with us how you actually um, what tools you use to market your business. Hello, Ransom. How are you doing this evening? Thank you for joining us. And Martha said, my name is Martha. I'm joining from Port Harcourt. I'm a snail farmer and I sell my products online, snail formulated feed and calcium. Thank you so much, Martha, for sharing. That's a big, big, big industry. Thank you for sharing, Martha. Okay. Anthony said, I greet you specially, sir. The network is clearly is clear today. Okay, thank you so much, Anthony. And okay, Martha said, I also offer A to Z trainings on snail farming, how to formulate rich snail feed. Thank you so much for sharing, Martha. Please sign up for the Hustle Academy. And Emma Stone, hi. So good to see you again. All right. Helen, hi. How are you? All right. So let me know which marketing tools you currently use. So share with me in the chat which of them. Yes, thank you, Martha. Which of the marketing tools you currently use? Are you still a fan of word of mouth, referrals? Does it work for you? Or you are stuck to maybe your social media or maybe the other way around? Are you stuck with word of mouth? Do you have a presence on Google search? Right? So I want you to just drop with me one of those that you use. Okay? Share with me in the chat. Okay, and just for those of you that are here, please hit the thumbs up button. Number one, hit the subscribe button. Number two, we are yet to turn on that notification bell. Number three, then ultimately, most importantly, please hit on that share button, copy that link, and then invite someone to come join us. Tell them we have started already, and our time is already winding down. So share with them and let them know that we are live. Yeah, please copy the link from the share button and invite or remind somebody to come join us. And special shout outs to the organizers that made this possible, CCDS, that made this possible. Okay, Daniel Lapan said, journey from Port Harcourt, market building materials. Hello, Daniel. Thank you for joining us once again. And Victor Eze, thank you so much for joining us. Okay, so I'm still waiting to hear which marketing tools you currently use. Mat Uluachinyere. Okay, Port Harcourt. Okay, we have Port Harcourt people here today. So many of you. Okay, so Helen said, I'm stuck with social media. Thank you so much, Helen, for sharing. And just so you know, if you can't chat, that is possibly because you have not activated your channel yet. So hit on that activate channel from your YouTube and then refresh the YouTube. Let's close it and open it again. And then you're going to be able to chat. Okay, it's very simple. Because I want you to keep those comments and those questions coming. Please keep it coming. And if you are yet to invite somebody, please do it. Let's do that. Okay, so Martha said I post my product on my WhatsApp status and Facebook with write-up attached to it. I also use word of mouth. Thank you so much, Martha, for sharing. And who else is sharing something with me? I use social media handles for marketing. Thank you so much, Chinyere. Who else is saying something? Right, so while waiting for you, okay. Can't register for the bootcamp because I'm getting an error code of URL not found on the server. Okay, so what you need to do is, I'm sure it's from your end because the link is actually correct. I'm checking it right now. Or maybe if you give me a second, let me check. Let me just check. Okay, so try this one. Try that one. Sure. Okay, and possibly you can even copy it and keep it somewhere. Then you can always come back to it. Okay. Okay, Felicia, so nice to have you here again. Thank you so much for joining us. Lauren, maybe you should check that link. I'm not sure if it's working. Okay. I think it's working now. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. Ransom, you can try it again. It's working now. Thank you so much for bringing us to that notice. Okay, so what marketing tools, which of the marketing tools you use currently? So somebody has said they use social media. Another person said they use word of mouth. Okay. Facebook specifically is what Martha said. So keep me busy, keep Lauren busy in the chats and ask us questions and answer our questions too. Because we are going to be having a couple of questions I'll be sending out. So I'm going to be asking you the next question shortly. And so this is the first part of this presentation. This is the first of the 3 parts. And don't forget, I'm going to be taking a pause at intervals to answer to all your questions and queries, okay? So this is the first part. Set up and optimize your Google business profile. So what do you know about the Google business profile? Who knows? Who has heard about the Google business profile? So share with us what you think, what you know. If you've heard about it before, what do you think it is? If you've used it before, share with us. Let's do that in the chats. Thank you very much. Okay, Victress, as I said, I use WhatsApp and Instagram to market my products, but majorly WhatsApp. Thank you so much, Victory, for sharing. What is the Google business profile? So share with me in the chats. And then what do you think it is? What you know it to be? Okay, Chinyere, you've heard about it, but you don't know much about it. Thank you so much for answering that. Okay, so that is why we are here, all right? And just feel free to say anything you want in the chats. You can't go wrong here. So feel free. Feel free, okay? So if you know it, say it. If you don't know it, say it. Even if what you're saying is wrong, nobody's going to tell you you're wrong. No, you can't be wrong. As long as you're here. So feel free to communicate with us and keep us busy with all your questions, all your queries, contributions, answers, responses, and basically just everything. So if you know what the Google Business Profile is, please drop it in the chat. I'm looking at it to read what you're going to write right now. Okay, so maybe you've heard about Google My Business, and now it is called Google Business Profile. It's just the name that changed. Nothing more. It's just the name, okay? Just like Google changed from G Suite to Google Workspace, okay? It's the same tools. This is the same tools also. The Google Business Profile, the Google My Business. So maybe you've heard about Google My Business before, and now you're hearing Google Business Profile. Don't confuse yourself, okay? They are both the same thing. It's just Google changed their brand. Sometimes you find out that they've changed the icons, the way the icons look. You know, they do that every time. So they are just innovating on what happens. Okay. So anybody sharing? Okay, so let me just go over to the presentation and then we'll talk about the Google Business Profile in a little more detail shortly. Okay, so basically the Google Business Profile is that free tool that lets you manage your business presence, how it appears on Google search and how it appears on Google Maps. So when you find those tools when you type a particular business and you find those locations, that means that business got there through Google My Business. So if you get to edit, you get to verify rather, you can get to edit your business information to help both customers and businesses find you. Then you can tell your business story using the very important tools that are specially dropped there for you. So you can engage with customers on Google for free, all for free, because you get to interact with customers with that great business profile. You get to have the opportunity to post photos, offers to your profile. You show what makes your business unique, what makes your business to actually stand out, and give customers every reason for them to choose you over others. And then you give customers more ways to reach you also, because there's that calling feature that is available on that Google Business Profile that customers can actually call you directly from search, or they can message you, or they can drop reviews for you. Right? So all of that is happening on search. It's not happening on a social media platform. It's happening on Google search itself. So that also boosts your search engine optimization. Then you get to also see the activities on that your business profile. You get to see the clicks, you get to see the calls, you get to see the bookings, you get to see people that have visited your business location, and just basically everything around that page with that your same Google business profile. So it's an all-in-one business suite that Google has designed for you to give you all the comfort you need to get things done properly. Okay, so setting it up is very simple, very, very simple. So all you need to do is just head over to business.google.com. I'm sure Lauren can get that link from somewhere and share with us in the chat. Business.google.com. Let me see. So what you need to do, all you need to do is head over to this site and then you'll be able to get things done quickly. What you're going to need is going to be for you to first of all sign up or sign in with your Gmail. Of course, that is all that's required because that platform is actually free. It's free. Everything you do there is free. Like the much values it brings to your business, you can't even compare it to the free nature, something you're supposed to be paying a lot of money for. So you're going to sign up with your Gmail and then you're going to add a business name. Very important. The business name must not be used by some other person. It must be a name that is unique to you, right? If some other person has taken your name, what you need to do is maybe change a character or just change something about it, can make it different. And then Google is going to ask you for the category of that business. Are you a florist? Are you a grocer? Are you a baker? Are you in the bakery industry? Are you in the tourism? Are you in the whatever industry you are? You're going to just write it there. And just so you know, it may not appear exactly the way it's in your mind, right? So you're going to find a list of already preset list of categories. So look for the one that is closest to what you want to write. It may not be exactly what you want to write. It may not be in your own English. That's what I'm trying to explain. So they've already been preset and it covers basically all the sections, all the areas that does not have a policy against Google, right? So you can just find out which one actually suits you. You pick one and then you add a business location. Very, very important. That is why you get to see that ballpoint thing when you are making a search. That location point. It actually shows that that particular business exists in that place. And then you add your contact details, which is very key so that people can always call you or message you whenever they want to directly from search. And then you finish and manage your listing. You add your photos, your videos, begin to receive testimonials through your review page, and then you can activate the Google site as well, the Google My Business Profile site, right? So all of that is a part that includes the managing, the finishing and managing. And then when you finish with that, what you need to do next is to get it verified. Now, there are a lot of restrictions, a lot of things you can't do if you only have a profile, you must be verified. That is what will actually make you to stand out. That's what will give you that much more traction. And then there are options. Before now, it used to be that postcard that you need to wait for several months to get it done. But things have really been simplified now, right? You don't need to wait that long again. So what you need to do is head over to that verify letter, click letter, and then or you can have options like phone number, email, or search console. Or another option is meanwhile, Google is going to always prompt you to get it verified because they're going to tell you that there are some things you can't do. The analytics part, you won't be able to have it. The reviews part, you can't have it. All the pictures you are posting, you're the only person that can see it. The videos you are posting is only you that can see it, right? So you don't give Google that much resources to get things done for you. So verification is very key. And imagine a brand like Google verifying you, like they're telling everybody, okay, this guy is credible and is good for business, right? So it's important to verify. And guess what? Verification tool is free. All you just need to do is to reach out to one of their partners like opera.com/OFB or reach out to Impact Her. Lorraine is going to drop a link with a form where you can just fill and get verified. So setting it up, getting verified is very simple. All you need to do is just to get those informations out there and then you're good to go. So reach out and get verified. Opera.com/OFB, Africa 118 is there. Impactor is also a verification partner. There are a lot of partners actually verify. So you get it done in a couple of days, right? Okay. So a complete business listing will give you 2.7 times more likelihood to be considered reputable because a brand like Google is actually giving you that privilege. And then you have 7 times more likelihood, more clicks than an incomplete one. You have 70% more likelihood to attract local visits and 50% more likelihood to lead to a purchase. Now, if you do it upside down, what is going to mean there is you have 2.7 times less likelihood to be considered reputable if your listing is not complete. Then you have 7 times less clicks than an incomplete one. And then you have 70% less possibility to attract local visits, and then 50% less possibility to lead to a purchase because obviously people are not visiting you. Okay, so you need to get your business listing complete. It's not just enough to set it up and verify it, you need to make it complete. So making it complete would include you managing that your listing to make sure you've logged into your Google Business Profile. Sometimes the way the Google Business Profile is designed now, you can manage it directly from search. You don't need to have an app like it used to be before, right? So what you need to do is search for that your business with your device, and then you see simple menu about the search results. You can update your information, you can create posts, you can add photos, you can view and respond to reviews, and then you can also view all those other pictures that people are writing about you, reviews that people are dropping about you. You reply to them. All of those go a long way to add to what you're doing and what Google is going to be seeing you for online. So now adding photos is very important because images have basically become very, very important in online presence and in online marketing. Images, videos, they are very, very key. So Google Business Profile provides you with all those features that are available for you to put pictures out there, put videos out there. And this happens when you verify. Don't forget, you can upload those pictures before you're verified, but nobody can see it. So you need to verify for people to start seeing them. So a few type of pictures you may need. It will be your logo. What will happen with your if you are using Facebook? Your logo now in this case will be your profile picture, and then your cover photo also that best represents your business and any other additional photo. So a social media account will be your profile picture and a cover photo, right? But the Google Business Profile is not designed for individuals. It's designed for businesses. Okay, so that is the part where you need a logo. Your business should have a logo. If you don't have one, get one, pay for one, or create one yourself. If you're having difficulties, head over to canva.com. There are a lot of templates out there that can help you to come up with a very beautiful design that people will think that you paid some professional to do it. So head over to canva.com and then get a logo for yourself because there's a way logos have built a mental graphic in the minds of people that are actually viewing it over time. I don't need to see MTN 2 times to know that this is MTN. Same thing with Mercedes Benz, same thing with Airtel. It builds a mental graphic in the minds of people that gets to see it over time. So get a logo. It's very, very important, right? Okay, so you get to also update your operation hours, your opening hours, your closing hours, and you find that under the info section of your Google Business Profile. Now, this is the old dashboard, the way to look like. Now, there's the new one, the one that you mine directly from search. But Google will give you the option to choose which of them you want to stay on. So you can have the option of using this other one. So you're going to find that adding your operation hours under the info section. So if you work around the clock, you choose it. You don't work on weekends, you choose it. If there's a particular day you're not going to be around in the office, you go there and you close it. Or you go there and open it. Maybe you work from 5 to 9, indicate it. Keep customers in the loop around what you're doing. Let people call you on a particular day and discover that you're not on seats when actually your Google Business Profile says that you're supposed to be available. It'll be very disheartening. Some customers will not come back. So you don't want to lose customers because you're not keeping them in the loop about what you're doing. And then there's several other information on that Google Business Profile that you need to also update about your products, services, some highlights that makes you special, some appointment links. If you're a very busy person, you may have scheduled. Maybe you can use in Calendly.com. So you can schedule your free hours on your Calendly and then share a link there. If you are in a kind of office that people don't get to, if you're in a kind of office that people don't get to, um, you don't want a lot of people to just walk in and visit. You want people to book ahead of time. Then you're going to need an appointment link. So that also gives you a place where you can fix it on your Google Business Profile and then update every other information that is there on that your Google Business Profile page. So you get to also stay competitive with the Google Business Profile by making informed marketing decisions because you get to receive feedback from customers. And then you can use those feedback and the reviews that people are giving to you to make better informed marketing decisions. And then you learn from the successes and the mistakes of others. You can see what your competitors are doing. You can see what people in your niche, people in your industry are doing. So if it's good enough, you copy it. If they're doing wrong, you copy what they're doing wrong and then you do it well. So that is you making learning from the success and the mistakes of others to also make your brand to stand out. Then you understand what services to offer your customers because they are going to let you know through the reviews and the feedbacks what actually they want. You can find ways to stand out by also running competitor research. You can see what people in your industry are doing. Then you discover industry trends, industry standards, and customer preferences. So this is a case study of Invalid Designs who found Google Business Profile very useful. So that I kept the clothing brand from Cape Town township of Kayetlit Shah. So what happened was that they created their Google Business Profile, posted regularly, highlighting their products, and then they created the Google Business sites, and then they shared posts on their website. And now the results came. What they had was 1.5k views, product views in the first 10 days of their website launch. And then they had two extra people added to their team because jobs got created because of the traffic they were having. Then they had 30% of people that found Invalid Design listing while searching for a clothing category or a product or a service in that category. And then you also have Juma Stores. So Juma Stores was founded in 2009. So it's a small ecotourism business that was started by Juma and Kwela. So what they did was that they added their business information and a lot of photographs. They posted frequently, and then they responded to customer reviews. So Juma had this to say. He said Google Business Profile is a perfect tool to stand out, showcase the different thoughts, stay in touch with customers, promote new offers, and win new clients. So what happened to them was that they had 89 plus listing visits in the first week of their Google Business Profile creation. And then they had 3 other employees added to their team. Then they had 56% of clients and businesses that found them in via generic search, and then 53% of clients found their business listing on search directly. So the next one I'm supposed to be reading now should be your own business, but you don't have a presence on Google Business Profile, right? So if you are yet to, please do. It's very simple to set it up. Trust me, it's very, very simple. It's more like, and you're done. So head over to business.google.com and get it done. Okay, reach out, get verified, start sending out those contents, and then see how the traction your business will get in no time. And then just so you know, the Google Business Profile is a very important search engine optimization tool because every information you are putting out there is on search. So on the Google search. So you are giving Google resources to draw traffic to you. When people drop reviews for you, Google use all those resources to draw attention to your brand and to what you do. So I'm going to be taking the first pause to answer your questions. All right. Oh, so I had some responses here. Okay. Anthony Bassi says Google Business Profile is simply Google My Business option. Thank you so much, Anthony, for sharing that. Verification is very key, yes. So check canva.com for your pictures, your designs, and it's all free. There are free templates you can just use. All right, so what's the question for me? Or let me know if I'm a very good teacher. Can I move on? Let me see in the chat. Should I move on or I should wait for the question? Okay, so I have a question from Marcos Chukwemeka. So what about those of us that do not have a business yet? What is best to upload on the Google Business Profile? Okay, thank you so much, Marcos. That's a very beautiful question. If you don't have a business yet, well, the Google Business Profile is not designed for individuals, right? It's not designed for individuals. It's designed for brands, businesses, outlets. If you have a service to offer, you have a product to sell, right? So you may not really need the Google Business Profile at that stage until you have a business, or maybe you can manage it for somebody that has a business. There's another way. So use the skill and help somebody. They are all free. So use it, do it for somebody also. Okay. Okay. Thank you so much, Martha. Peace, Peter. If I want to start up a business where I sell slippers, do you think it will sell well on Google Business Profile? Why not? Thank you. That's a beautiful question. Anything sells there. That is Google. And now what happens basically is, yes, everybody's on the social media on various social media platforms. Either on Facebook, on WhatsApp, on Twitter, or on TikTok. You're just everywhere. But me and you will agree to ourselves, with ourselves. If you want to search for anything, where do you go to? You go to Google search or any other search engine, right? So when you go to a search engine, what you're trying to do is to search for a product, search for a service. That is exactly how it happens if somebody is searching for a slippers, searching for a spoon, searching for shirts. They go to Google to search and they find things. So no matter what you're selling, if you have a presence there, what that means is you've positioned yourself to be seen when someone is actually making a search. Now, I'm not discrediting social media platforms. No, everything comes into place. Everything is there's everything adds up. Yes, your social media platform adds up. Your presence on the Google search adds up. Your presence on blogs add up. On websites, they all add up. You understand? That is called digital footprints. You have a footprint here, you have a footprint here, you have a footprint here. That means your name is mentioned here, your name is mentioned here, your name is mentioned here. There is that, you are giving Google, you are giving the internet enough resources so that when people are searching for you, searching for a brand, searching for a product or anything you do, it's easy to find you because you are in many places. So I just mentioned that because I'm not trying to discredit what social media does, but trust me, people go to Google, people go to search engines to actually make a search when they need things. A lot of people. And we have billions of searches happening per day on Google. So why wouldn't you have a presence on that kind of place and think you won't have results? You definitely have results. Thank you so much for asking, Peace Peter. Okay, the Google Academy link, please. Lauren can share that link again. The Google Hustle Academy link. Lauren will share it again so that you apply. All right, so let's move on. Thank you, Daniel. I'm going to move on now. All right, so let's go over to the second part, plan your digital marketing strategy. So what type of marketing have you used previously? Excuse me. What type of marketing? Some of you mentioned social media, some of you mentioned, a few of you mentioned the search, a few of you mentioned word of mouth. Now we are going to be drawing a line between the class of those types of marketing. Now, if you are using the newspaper, the magazines, the billboards, TV, radio, out of home advertising, what you are looking at basically is what you've been using basically is the traditional marketing, including the word of mouth. But if you are using the online platform, digital platforms, using the internet basically, you're running a search ad on Google, or you're running a video ad on YouTube, or you're running a display ad, or you're using email marketing, or any other thing you're doing on the net, or you're on the social media platform, all of those are classed under digital marketing. Okay, so that is the two broad headings that divide the digital and the traditional marketing. So in digital, we have digital is low cost because digital is low cost, traditional is costly because what happens basically is all you need for digital is maybe a phone or a laptop and your data. You don't need to be buying a phone and a laptop each time you want to make a post, each time you want to send the content out. Whereas if traditional, let's say you want to put a billboard out there, what you're going to be doing is pay a designer, pay the people that are going to put it up, and it will stay there for a number of days, they'll take it down. When next you want to have you have another design, you come back and repeat the same process. So it's expensive, right? And digital is interactive and engaging. Traditional is one way and it's non-reciprocal. You cannot go and talk to a billboard. They can communicate with the chats like what you're having now on YouTube. Digital has high return on investment because it targets the right people. Traditional has short-term result because people only see it and pass. You may not be able to stick to your brain except you get to show it many times, and show it many times will cost a lot of money. And then digital is very easy to measure. You can find a number of people that are actually clicking the like button, the share button, and all of that. Traditional, you may not be able to see a number of people that pass by to see it. Hmm? Digital spreads fast and spreads wide because you're using the internet. Everybody connected to the internet worldwide can see it. And traditional is permanent and tangible because you can always feel it most times. Digital is time consuming because most times you need to sit down to rack your brain to come up with content. Could be a very strenuous operation, right? But when you come up, when you get something out, you get more results out of it. So the various steps of digital marketing would be the search engine marketing, which is basically you paying for ads to appear on search, right? When you get to find when you make a search on Google and then you find some of the queries that come back to you with ad beside it. That means somebody is paying for it to show them as a search engine marketing now. And then you have the social media marketing. That is the one way you use the social media platforms to gain traffic and attention to reach new people. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and the rest of those places. Then you have the display marketing. When you're browsing on website, you find those short banners that always pop up and show to you. Those are display ads, display marketing. Then you have content marketing, which is basically creating and sharing different kinds of content. You're writing for your blogs, you're posting videos, posting pictures, guides, infographics, just to attract people and draw attention. Then you have the email marketing and the SMS marketing, collecting and using email addresses to communicate with your users. So let's look at the search engine marketing in a little bit more detail. So now what the advantage that the Google search engine marketing platform offers to you is that you only pay for results like clicks on your website or the calls or people that visited your business location, right? You don't pay for just people just seeing the ad. Google doesn't work that way compared to other platforms, right? So Google spends your money judiciously. So I'm going to walk you through a process of how to set up an ad using the smart campaign method. Okay. So we have it that 87.3% of searches are all conducted on Google, and also that 63% of people have clicked on a Google ad before. So that is a good statistic to actually prove to you that ads work. They actually work. So you can imagine the number of people that are searching for stuff on Google globally. On search engines rather globally, 87.3%. That number must have shot up by now. So that other percentage, there's maybe 20 something percent, maybe 15% or thereabouts, is just left for the other platforms So Google has a lot of traction. They have a lot of information. They have a lot of data globally that can help you to get so much done. So how do you get started with the Google search ads? So what you need to do is to head over to ads.google.com. Lorian is going to drop that link in the chat. So ads.google.com. The only thing that's going to be required of you is to sign up using, or if you have a Gmail account already, what you need to do is just to sign in. It will look like sign up, or it will look like sign in, or it will look like try now. One of those. So all you just need to do is sign in without your Gmail, and then you're going to click campaigns, and then select new campaign, because campaign is the umbrella name for all the ads you want to run. If you want to run ads for this mouse separately, you want to run ads for this case separately, you want to run ads for this remote separately, you want to run ads for this video, for this phone separately. So you can create different campaigns for different products, for different services. Okay, because the keywords I will use for the mouse will not be the same keywords I'm using for the case, I'm using for the remotes, I'm using for the phone. Okay, so campaign is that header word that you use to create separate campaigns for different products or different services. And now what you need to do after creating campaigns is to tell Google what you want to achieve. Now it's very easy with the smart campaign setup. So what, of course, all you need to do is to tell Google your goals and decide where you want to actually advertise the location, create the message you want people to see, and then go live with it. Set the budget and go live. So let's look at the first part on how to tell Google what you want to achieve. With the smart campaign, with the smart Google Ads campaign, you have just 4 options. One of them, another one have been added recently. Yeah, you want to get people to call you. If you want to get people to call you, that means all Google will be asking you for is your phone number, which your Google business profile must have provided for you. Or if you want to increase visits to your store, all you need is your Google business profile account, which you must have already created. If you want to drive people to your website, all you need is a website, either the one you've created or the website that you've created using the Google business profile page. It's done, right? And then there's a video ad now that's been added to that list. If you want to run if you want to run video ads on YouTube, just add a landing page, which could be that's your website as well. Okay? So you tell Google what you want to achieve from that particular campaign, and then you move on to tell Google where you want to show your ads. You want to go to the entire world, just know that it will cost you more money. You can always move that ad reach icon smaller. That will actually make you determine the kilometer radius around where you want your ad to be seen. Or you can select some cities where you want your ad to be seen. You want your ad to be seen in Abuja, Port Harcourt, Lagos, you choose it, you can select it manually, okay? When you finish with that, you head over to the part where Google is going to ask you, before you get to the create message, you're going to see the part where you're supposed to type in some keywords. Now, keywords are going to be words that are relevant to what you're trying to do, what you're trying to achieve. Now, keyword can be create your message. Keyword can be message. It can be one word. It can be 2 words. It can be 3 words. Now, they're going to be words that people are possibly going to be searching for before your ad actually shows up to them. So those are keywords that they're suggesting to Google. And Google also makes some suggestions to you also with their machine learning technology. So what you do next is you create the message that you want people to actually see. What do you want people to see when they see your message, when they see your ad? The caption should be catchy. What you're describing should draw attention. Okay, you should draw people's attention. It should be compelling enough. All the content should be compelling enough to what you want to do. It could be maybe you add a discount or you add a free shipping, but based on the product the product or the service that you're trying to advertise. Okay, so when you're through with this, you head over to the part where you add a budget. How much do you want to spend? For how long? Want the ad to run for 1 week, for 1 month, you choose. And then Google is going to give you an estimate of the number of results you're going to get. Whether you chose clicks and calls or calls and clicks, or just maybe one of them, Google is going to give you an estimate of what results your budget will give to you. And then when you're done with that, Google is going to review your ad based on their policies. Of course, if you're selling health products, you can't advertise on Google. If you're selling ammunitions, you can advertise on Google. If you're selling crypto products, you can advertise on Google, and a lot more other products that are actually available that actually are against Google's policy to put on their platform. So they're going to review your content, your website, based on their policy. If your page and your content is free from all claims, now they are going to let your ads to go live. But remember, you are only paying when people actually do what you claim to be your goal. If you chose people to call you, only when people call you is when your ads is going to subtract your money. If you chose people to visit your location, only when people visit your location is when you are going to be charged. Or if you chose people to visit your website, only when people actually click is when you are going to get charged. So Google Ads manages your money so effectively. All right, so I'm gonna be taking the second pause. I'm supposed to be taking the second pause now, but I just want to run through the last parts, and then I'll come back at the end to answer to all your questions or your queries. I know Lauren is doing a great job in the chat. So if you have questions, please just drop them there. I'll wrap this off in no time, and then I'm going to come back to answer all the questions that actually exist. I hope that's fine with you. All right. So which social media channels does your business currently use? So I know you mentioned Facebook, Twitter, and the rest of them. TikTok. I know a lot of you are on TikTok. That place that people go to dance. So yeah, TikTok has been catching a lot of traction of late, and it's a great place that you may want to think about, not just for your personal use, but also think about having your business there. So share with us which social media platforms you actually use for your business. Share with us in the chat. So let's see a couple of ways how social media can help your business to grow. So we have it that 85% of UK population are on social media platforms. And then we have it that 77% of Africans are on social media platforms. So it makes it a very good place for you to connect with customers. So you generate more sales because you get to reach people online, you get to meet new business opportunities, and you have the ability to target specific demographics, build relationships, and you network with people. Social media is where everybody is. That's the truth. Everybody is always on social media. You're either on Facebook or on Twitter. You're always somewhere on either of those platforms, right? So it's a great place for you to build relationship, network, right? As a business and as a brand. When people actually want to make search, that's when they go. They want to search for things. That's when they go to a search engine like Google. And then social media will also help you to add value to your brand because you raise that to raise customer service level. That two-way conversation is always ensued on social media. So you get to show a new side to your business and you build a community. You can build a community on social media platforms as well. And then you improve your marketing because you get noticed by different brands, different people. You attract more people to your site, you gain valuable customer insight. And then you can also see what your competitors are doing also, right? So that you know if you're actually making progress or if you are lagging behind them. Okay. So all of this will give social media is going to offer you on a platter of gold. All right. So let's move on. A couple of differences between the organic social media and the paid social media. So the organic social media is just like the free one that you have. The free one is more like just post on your social media platforms. You post business, you post personal stuff. You don't get to pay. It's free, but you only reach your friends and friends of your friends. Okay, but the paid one, you pay for the views, you pay for the actions, you pay for the clicks, and you can reach anyone as long as they fall within the demographic of the people that you actually choose to be your audience. So a couple of tips to get started with the social media marketing. All you need to do is to identify, first of all, your target audience. You need to identify their demographics, identify their location. Where do you want to target? You want to target the entire of Nigeria, you want to target the entire of Lagos or Port Harcourt. What profession do they do? What are their interests? What are their behavior? What are their values? Right? Who are these guys? What are they into? What influences them? When are they usually online? You need to know when these guys are supposed to be online so that they will see the information you're sending out. Which platforms do they use? So you ask yourself a truckload of questions when you want to get started with social media. You should have a fictitious image of who a typical audience of yours is. Could be a female, could be married, could be living within your locality, maybe 2 kilometer radius around your locality, or they're working part-time, they're working full-time. They use Facebook, they use Instagram. You need to know which of those platforms, which of the social media channels they actually use. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, Pinterest, YouTube, TikTok, Snapchat, all those places. You need to choose, you need to decide where you can find them. Now, posting the right content is very key. And before I move on, the next thing you need to know that some of those platforms are business focused, and some of them are lifestyle focused. And the message that resonates with people on LinkedIn may not resonate with people on YouTube and TikTok. You need to test one and see what works before you move on. Test and see before you move on. You can decide on the one that works best at the end of the day. So different strategies work for different platforms. Okay. So your content also must be very rich. Your posts, your photos, your videos, your articles, your blog posts, sometimes your live broadcasts. If you're following, for those of you that are following the Hallelujah Chorus, those are live broadcasts. If you go to Instagram, a lot of people are going live, right? So once in a while, you can always go live with some can always go live with your brand, with your products, your services to showcase to people what actually you are doing. Okay, so how can email marketing help your business? So for those of you that have used email marketing platforms before, or you've been hearing about it, so this is an opportunity for you to also learn a little more about the email marketing. So let's see a couple of ways how you can get started with email marketing. So what you need to do first is to select a platform. So there are free platforms, the likes of MailChimp, or you can go to the paid ones, the advanced one, the likes of an Active Campaign, SendGrid, Drip, Send in Blue, and all those other places. So you can head over to those platforms and then you get a MailChimp can offer you 2,000 emails per day, right? So when you select a platform, what you need to do is you must have had an email list, a list of people that actually want to be sending those broadcasts to. But what you need to do is make sure that you have permission of those guys to actually contact them. You make sure your content is rich enough that they use those contents to generate new contacts for your email list, and then always invite people to subscribe. And then most importantly, you must learn how to segment and group your list, segment them based on different reasons. Maybe based on the category, maybe based on their location, maybe based on the products they're sending out. And then your content must be rich, your content must be useful. You need to treat your users as VIPs because they're giving you access into their private lives. And most importantly, you need to personalize your emails. It should be something like Dear Udeme, Dear Lorian, right? Dear Maureen. Let them understand that you love their names. People feel proud when you address them. They feel comfortable when you address them with their names, better than we are just calling them. Hello, they'll feel better. So personalize it. But I'm not sure that personalizing tool will be available for free on free platforms like MailChimp. Right? You may even pay for the advanced MailChimp to get all those features. So a couple of tips for your email marketing success. You need to segment your list and group the list for relevant content. So like I mentioned earlier, segmentation will need you to do it based on, for instance, if your sales funnel is very wide and then you have people that are actually in the awareness stage, the information you are giving to people in the awareness stage will not be the same information you are giving to the people that have already paid for your service and your product. Okay? So you need to segment them based on the position they are on the funnel, on the sales funnel, or based on their demographics, or maybe based on their location, based on several things. So different information for different folks. I need to keep those information very simple. Don't bombard people with too much write-up. Most times, it's even advisable that you just add one feature, write a little, then add a link that will take them somewhere to read the whole. And then it's important that you test your campaign on various devices. Test it on Mac, test it on Windows, test it on iPhone, test it on Android. Just test it everywhere so that you see that some images or some information are not slipping out of the screen. Okay? And then it's also important that you measure the open and click rates to optimize your campaigns. You need to check the number of clicks that actually came after a particular campaign because you want to know if your campaign is getting you the result that you need. You need to check the number of the unsubscribe rates. How many people unsubscribed after a particular campaign? You may need to ask yourself, why did they unsubscribe? Maybe the content is not catchy enough or is not helping them. Something. Or how many people actually signed up after a particular campaign? How many people signed up? How many people forwarded the email to somebody else? So you check all the statistics that are actually going to be offered to you on the dashboard of the email marketing platform that you're using. Okay, so this is time for question. I'll be taking the last pause before we go. Meanwhile, This is the Hustle Academy. Take advantage of it. Learn and learn. You're going to have opportunity to learn the business growth plan, sales, digital marketing. Head over to the part we learn about financing for your business and your brand. And then you get to the part where you get to learn how to pitch. And then you'll be matched to a mentor that will help you around all those options. So g.co/hustle academy is a link. Lauren is going to share it in the chat. And if you want to learn more, head over to learndigital.google.com/digital skills/courses. You should learn more because you need to know more, right? So click on that link if you are yet to start. There's a course there that can offer a certificate on fundamentals of digital marketing. And then there are other courses. Google is partnering several brands to bring to you several courses that will help you, help your program, help your career. Then you can find us on social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. And then you can find Impact Her as well on all those platforms also. So thank you so much, everybody, for keeping Lorian company. All right, so I'm checking for questions. Okay. So Anthony said, why is the verification process delayed? Because Google is actually involved and they have tons of tons of businesses to actually verify. So it's a work for them too. And trust me, it's easier now. We had to wait for months to get verification done back in the days. So if you need to wait for 7 working days, that is very small, right? It's easier now. So there's a truckload of people to get verified. So please bear with them. It won't take so long. It will be done definitely. Thank you so much, Anthony, for asking. Okay, so Helen, you've applied for the Hustle Academy. Okay, that's interesting. Daniel again, can I use my registered business name with Corporate Affairs Commission in the branding of my business in Google? Exactly. In fact, it's even advisable that you have your business already registered before you have it set up on Google My Business, because that is your name now. So it's your name officially with CAC and it's your name officially with Google. But if peradventure you go there and your name has already been taken, choose something that is close, right? Somebody else must have taken it on Google. Just like if you go to Twitter, you want to have a name that has been used, the at name, or maybe that Gmail account that you want to create. If some other person is already using that Gmail, Google won't allow you to create. You need to create something that is unique to you. Okay? So yes, you are very correct. You can use the same name. Thank you so much for asking, Daniel. Okay, Lorian has been providing a lot of answers. Thank you so much, Lorian. Okay, Helen, please, which one do you not know about? Okay, you want to know how to change the name of your business later. Okay, so what happens is if you go to that info section that we showed to you, where you can have every other information, including the time, operation time. There is the part where you can change your business name, change your location, change your categories. But the interesting part is, if you've already been verified, it won't change immediately, because Google wants to be sure that you're actually the one that changed it. Okay, so they need to take days, maybe 3 days, maybe 7 days, 7 working days before they actually activate it. You want to be sure somebody is not hacking your Google business profile. Helen, I hope that served. Thank you so much for asking. And you can change any information you want there. You have everything from the description to the highlighting of to the product to the services. Everything is editable, including the business name, right? Including the website URL. So let's say you had a website that is Lorian. Lorian's business name is Lorian Hayes. Lorian Hayes. So the website link is going to be lorian-hayes.business.site. So let's say you are setting it up and then you don't want it to be Lorian Hayes. You want it to be Lori Hayes. Just go to that edit icon on that website page and then you change the name. And again, it must be a name that is available. What I mean by available there is it has not been used by some other brand. Yes, that is how URLs work. That is how usernames work. It must be something that is unique to you, not something that is used by some other person. Okay? So when you change it to whatever you want, and then you can go live with it, and then you're good. Yeah. Thank you so much. Martha, thank you so much again. All right. What have I missed? Candy Agbo please can you summarize the ways to set up your Google business profile? Okay, don't just go over it again. Very simple. Head over to business.google.com. It's very straightforward. What you need to do first is to sign in with your Gmail, right? And after your Gmail, you're going to be asked to add your business name. And like I said, the name must be unique to you. It must be a name that no other person has used before, right? So you add a business name, then you choose a category. What category is your business? Is it, uh, are you a bakery? Are you in the bakery industry? Or are you in the tourism industry? Are you in the whatever category you belong? And just I mentioned earlier, if you have a preset name that you want to type into Google, you may not find it, right? Because those names have already been pre-programmed. So you don't just need to pick one of the categories that actually is closest to what you want to type. Okay, so don't go stressing yourself typing what you want to see. It won't show up. Okay, so when you finish with that, Google is going to ask you to add your location. That's where you move that location ball point around to fix to the exact place where your business actually exists. But most times, I always advise when you're setting up your business accounts, be in the location where you're trying to set it up for, so that your location will be more accurate. Then Google is going to ask you for your phone number, which is very key, so that people can actually call you from search. And then after you've done that, what you're going to be seeing next is do you have a website or do you have a website link? If you have one, you add it. If you don't have one, you click and create a website for me based on my profile. Then when you finish with that, Google is going to ask you to verify. They're going to ask you for your operation hours first. You choose your operation hours. If you work around the clock, select it 24 hours. You work between 8 to 8 on Monday, you set it. Work between 8 to 10 on Tuesday, you set it. If you don't work on Sundays, you set it. When you're through with that, Google is going to ask you to verify. And then you see verify letter. Choose verify letter, but you actually have options of email, phone number, and set search console to get your business verified. But I always advise you apply to a partner to get verified, right? So you can reach out to opera.com/OFB, like I mentioned earlier, or Impact Hack can actually help you to get your business verified. And then that's it. So you go over to the other part and then you add photos, add videos, and then you can click on that ad feature that will show. Then you can start running ads, the one we explained in the second part. So there's a lot of information, right? But it's very simple, trust me. It's very simple. Okay, please apply to the Hustle Academy. There's a practical session in the Hustle Academy that you can learn that in more details. All right, so I'm looking out for another question. Any other questions, please? Okay, thank you. Lorian has been doing an awesome job. And thank you so much, Martha. I've seen your thank you a truckload of times. It means a lot to us, all right? Thank you so much, Martha. I know Lorian appreciates you also. All right, so this is me going to be saying a very big thank you. Thank you so much. And please follow Impact Her on all those platforms that we've shared. And follow Impact Her on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, everywhere. And the attendance form is there. Please do well to fill. It has been pinned to the screen. Please fill the attendance. That's what is going to be used to share your certificates. Please do well to fill the attendance before we jump off. So Lorianne is super excited. I can see her smiling. Thank you so much, Emma Stone. That means a lot to us. All right, so I'll be seeing you guys when next. Let me check when next we are having you. CCDS will be on the 18th. 18th is on when now? 4 days time. On Friday, 4:30 again. So don't miss out. We'll be talking about how to get set up on the Google business profile properly. So we're going to be talking about some little more details about how the review tool works and how it's important for you to set it up so that you can use the review tools to get your SEO properly done. Your search engine optimization is very, very key. When people search for you, where you appear on search is very, very important. A lot of people don't have the patience to go to page 2, 3, and the rest. So the Google Business Tool is not just a tool that will give you an online presence on search. It's a tool that will make your business search engine optimized. It's actually called the local SEO tool. Okay, so we'll discuss a lot of that and some more details on Friday. Please don't miss Friday, right? 4:30 is the time. Keep it the dates. Invite everyone that's supposed to be here to come to learn. so that we'll be having a great time. And thank you so much, Martha. That means a lot to me. And thank you so much, Daniel. It means a lot to me and the team too. All right, guys. So see you on Friday, 4:30 GMT. And bye. Please fill the attendance before you jump off. Okay. So see you guys. Bye.